Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. I've lost my voice, but most of this video is pre-recorded, so my voice won't sound like this. I raked up this patch by my loofahs, and I'm going to do a fall planting of calendula. This is the Orange King variety from Baker Creek. I think these are going to look really nice up against the loofah trellis here, and I'm going to do this on both sides. That's what the seeds look like. Kind of look like dried up worms. I'm just going to sprinkle these around. I just rake these in very gently. I'm not worried about planting each one individually because they readily self-sow. And I'm also not going to water these in because we are going to get a ton of rain this week. I just went over this patch of soil and re-loosened it up. Pulled some weeds, and I'm going to plant some green beans here. These are a Jade green bean, and I'm going to plant those right next to our drying beans that we planted. These are like a navy bean. I'll put an image of the seed packet here. These guys were planted like almost 2 weeks ago, I think, and they are just doing great. I had a friend help me dig up this patch, and I'll show you a clip of that as well. My husband did me a huge favor by weed whacking the garden. The weeds had just gotten way out of control, and this made it a lot easier to maintain them afterwards. We are finally taking our garden back from the weeds. I planted out 5 rows of the Jade green beans. Now I'm going to go cover those up. I have a whole lot of harvesting to do, so I'm going to do that off camera, and then I will bring you back at the end to show you what we got. And again, with these, I am not watering anything in. We are going to get a lot of rain. I didn't even bother soaking the seeds. Usually I would. But since we are getting tons of rain, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to waste my time. Alright, let's get to picking. I've had squash bugs sucking all the juice out of my peppers. And tomatoes. My dad just sprayed the garden for those last week, so we'll see if it does anything. A lot of tomatoes and peppers went to waste. You can see a bunch of them on the ground there. I threw a bunch into the woods. Some over there. But look how much we got. This has to be like 15-20 pounds of food in this bag. I'll call that a win. Life got busy. I haven't been able to get here in like a week. So it is what it is. A little bit of loss. A little bit of disease, but we have gotten lots of tomatoes from this garden, lots of peppers. This thing is weighing me down pretty good. I just canned some jalapeno peppers, and I just picked a few more. We're gonna make some salsa, and I think it's time to start canning some tomatoes. I have a bunch in the freezer already, and I'm excited for this. Look at this loofah. It's my only loofah I got so far, probably the only one I'll get this year, but hey, I'm already going to call that a win. That's much bigger than I've ever grown a loofah before. I've actually never grown a loofah before. I tried last year, and the plants sprouted and died. We learn as we go. I think we'll be able to make at least a few sponges out of this when it gets a little bit bigger. Our calendula seeds have sprouted. And I also want to show you these new loofahs we have coming on our plants. 1, 2, and 3. I just hand pollinated this one to ensure that we get this one. And here's our big one growing strong. My dad's sunflowers are in bloom. The bees are just loving them. My dad wants me to show you guys his pumpkins. Got a bunch of baby pumpkins growing. These plants are like just massive. Taking over the whole front yard pretty much. Got tons and tons of flowers in here. It's gonna have like a whole pumpkin patch going on. He's got a bunch of male flowers, but I'm sure he's got a bunch of pumpkins in here too. There's another one growing up a little trellis. There's another one. He didn't even plant this one, and check this out. Volunteer pumpkin. Did you have a pumpkin planted here last year?
No, I think this is birdseed pumpkin. Or that might be a Halloween pumpkin that we bought from the store.
I always love to see volunteers popping up. There's a sunflower there too.
Sunflower, I think it's done.
Yeah, it's not looking too great. Looks like it's getting some seeds in there though. I was hoping these watermelons would get a little bigger, but as you can see here, the stem is completely dried out, so that's done. Not sure if it's fully ripe inside, but it's obviously not taking any more nutrition in, so it's not going to get any bigger than this. This is a sugar baby variety. I'm not sure exactly how big they're supposed to get. We did have a very dry period. And it is putting on new fruit, so we'll see if this one gets any bigger now that we've gotten a lot of rain. I'll try to be better about watering it as well. This one's dried up too, for the most part. And that is all for today. Have a blessed day.